Hey everyone! In celebration of Black History Month, Holy Cross is taking the time to speak about past Black Catholic figures and how they were able to transform so many lives through faith and for those of African American descent.
Father Pierre Toussaint was born enslaved in Haiti, and he became known as the father of Catholic charities in New York. This is because he was instrumental in raising funds for the first Catholic orphanage, and he began the city's first school for Black children. As a hairdresser, he made a sizable salary, so he was able to buy his sister and his wife's freedom from slavery. He funded churches and their religious communities all throughout New York, and he used both actions and words to spread his faith, paving the way for Black Americans in the church. He was known as a cheerful, faithful, and charitable person to everyone who knew him. Pierre Toussaint was declared venerable by Pope St. John Paul II in 1996.
Mary Lange was born in Santiago de Cuba in 1789. There she reached an excellent education. She then left Cuba in the early 1800s and then immigrated to the United States. The Oblate's oral tradition says she first arrived in Charleston, South Carolina, then traveled to Norfolk, Virginia, and then finally settled in Baltimore, Maryland by 1813. Baltimore's free African American population had already outnumbered the city's slave population. A strong number of Afro-Caribbean people had fled from the Revolution to join her in that area of Maryland. While providing a valuable service, they could not meet the demands of Baltimore's growing free African American population. Mary Lange recognized the need for education for African American children and opened up a school in that area and named it Oblate Sisters of Providence. Thank you, Notre Dame Knights, for tuning in, and happy Black History Month.
That was a special mission moment brought to us by our very own Christian leaders. Good morning, Knights, and welcome to NDTV. It's officially March. Today is Friday, March 3rd, 2023, and I'm Roman Garcia, here with Ollie Chelsom, here to bring you your favorite weekly news show. We are so excited to be here as we kick off Women's History Month.
Shout out to all the women out there.
Upcoming stories include an interview with a new teacher you may not know yet, and an interview with the first graduating class in Notre Dame.
We will also get a recap on how our sports teams performed this season, and we've all been anxiously awaiting the opening of the new CAF, so some of our own NDTV students got the inside scoop on how it's going. Lock in, Knights, because NDTV is just getting started. Like many of us here at NDTV, you've probably been wondering when construction on the new cafeteria will be done and the cart lines will go down. Well, we took it into our own hands to find out the story on the cafeteria's construction.
Hey Knights! Today we're interviewing the president, Mr. Lagana, to see an in-depth look on the new reconstruction of the cafeteria.
I'm Sam Lagana, president of Notre Dame High School. The status of reopening the cafeteria is tied into getting all of the appropriate approvals and getting everything that we need to finish on this entire beautiful Gladys C. Burns Student Center and Dining Commons. The most exciting part of the Gladys C. Burns Dining Center and Student Commons is really tied towards the new kitchen, which has not been updated, as well as the integration to the Justin E. Rollins STEAM Center. So these two projects working together are going to give our students a vibrant new education space. It'll also take the dining center and student commons and put it into a way where you could use it for not only just having lunch, but also for great meetings, robotics competition, and making it a great space for our students.
Now we're going to interview Miss Hannah, the head of the cafeteria, to see what working without the cafeteria has been like for her and her staff.
Hi, I'm Brenda Hanna. I'm the cafeteria manager, and I've been doing this. This is my 17th year running the cafeteria here at Notre Dame. The thing I'm most excited about to reopen the cafeteria is having all of our staff back together in one place. We have half our crew up in the satellite kitchen and half our crew here. Some of them come down for lunch to help serve the carts. But that's the thing I'm most excited about.
We can't wait for you to get excited and to have open the Gladys C. Burns Dining Center and Student Commons, as well as the Justin E. Rollins STEAM Center, because together these improvements for our students are going to be phenomenal. So you guys are going to have a great opportunity to have a great experience once we're able to get all of this open and approved by the city for our use. So hang tight. It's coming.
Thank you to Mr. Lagana and everyone in the cafeteria for speaking with us. Now the moment you've all been waiting for, part 1 of our recap of winter sports season.
Hey Knights, I'm Ruby Connors and welcome back to another sports recap. This time we will be going over our winter sports. We had a lot of success this season. With me is Peach Citron. Let's get started. Today we have varsity girls basketball, varsity boys soccer, and varsity girls soccer. First, let's see how varsity girls basketball did.
This year, varsity girls basketball has had an amazing season. They ended with 18 wins and only 11 losses and began their season with a huge win against West Ranch. They ended their season in the playoffs against Northview. The team mostly consists of juniors and seniors with one sophomore. They all have an amazing bond with each other and consider themselves great friends. They have been distinguished as being hardworking, persistent, and passionate. They're coached by Coach Gross, who the girls say is incredibly kind and determined. They say that he's helped them reach their full potential and become the best players they can be. They're so grateful to have him as a coach and attribute their success to him. This has been Chiara Santopietro with Ariana Valero signing out for NDTV.
It seems like girls basketball had a great season, and we can't wait to see them again next year. Next, we have varsity men's soccer. Let's check in with NDTV producers Chase and Bella to see how boys varsity soccer season went.
Hi, I'm Charlie Wilson, and I'm a senior defender.
Hi, I'm Oscar Soto. I'm also a senior defender.
Our season was definitely a lot better than last year, but still, we could have done better.
Yeah, definitely an improvement from last year, but some unfortunate losses at the end. Yeah, compared from last season, I think we did a lot better this year, but there's definitely room to improve, and I think we did pretty good overall.
Yeah, we lost some results that we definitely should have won, but overall as a team, I think we played really well. We were very connected as a squad, so I can't wait for next year to see how the underclassmen do. I think the highlight of our season was beating Crespi at home in the first leg. It was a really hard-fought game, and we won 1-0, and they were really mad, so it was good to see their reaction.
Yeah, it was a good rival game. I think we all kind of grew closer after that game. It was really nice seeing them walk off the field all defeated.
One of the ways we built chemistry was having pregame meals together. We always ate flame broiler before the games, and it was really fun to just relax with the team.
Yeah, we all kind of grew together, and we all call each other little nicknames like Charlito, Armancito, Renzito, Antoncito. Just everyone with a little ito at the end. That's how we kind of grew together.
I think the hardest team to play was probably Loyola. Their chemistry is really well, and they pass the ball, so we barely got the ball, and it was really hard to score.
Yeah, we usually get tossed in the salad bowl whenever we play them, but we always get a result somehow, so it's good playing them. It's a great challenge.
Overall, I think this was a pretty good season. I'm definitely happy that it was my senior season. This was one of the most fun seasons I've had in all of high school. So,
yeah, I'm really excited to see a lot of the juniors and sophomores develop into their upperclassmen years. Like Miles and Luca, they're going to be insane their senior year. So I'm really excited to see them go through.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
It seems like the boys had a great season with lots of success. As you know, the girls' varsity soccer team has done very well this season, even making it to playoffs. The team ended their season second in league.
Women's varsity soccer has had a great season this year with a total score of 15 wins, 5 losses, and 4 ties. They started their first game of the season on November 30th, winning 3-1 against Cleveland, and made other remarkable wins throughout their playing, including a 5-0 win against Channel Islands, 6-3 against Flint Ridge, and another 5-0 against Sierra Canyon. This team was hardworking through their consistent practices and showcasing their immense talent while out there on the field. They ended their season with a loss of 1-0 to Woodbridge High School on February 8th, but we still could not be prouder of our team and are excited for what's in store next season.
We are so proud of the team and all of our winter sports for their many accomplishments this season.
That wraps up part 1 of our winter sports recap. We can't wait to see where all of these teams go next year. Stay tuned for varsity girls water polo and varsity men's basketball.
This is Ruby Connors
And Peach Citron,
signing out for NDTV Sports.
We'll see you next week, Knights.
Congrats to all of our teams who did an amazing job this season. As we start off the month of March as Women's History Month, we would like to get to spotlight one of our new ND teachers, Ms. Handsome, and get to know more about her.
To be an effective high school teacher, you must have a talent for talking with teens and a keen interest in a specific subject. You also have to make your lessons engaging and unique, and that's just what Ms. Handsome does. This is her first year at Notre Dame, and she teaches Spanish 1 and 4.
Hi, I'm Profe Hansum. I'm a Spanish 1 and Spanish 4 teacher here at Notre Dame. This is my first year teaching at Notre Dame, and my first year living in California, actually. My parents had introduced me to Spanish. We had gone to like Spanish-speaking churches and things when I was really little, but what got me into Spanish more than anything was I was a lifeguard in high school, and I was in a community that had a lot of Spanish speakers. But then I decided to study linguistics and study abroad, and it really sparked a love of travel in me as well. I was looking at schools in the Valley. I worked at a Catholic school before, and I knew I wanted a Catholic school that had a lot of academic rigor. I enjoy having the spiritual community, being able to pray at the beginning of class. So, and it was kind of also just God putting Notre Dame in my path too. That's happened to me a lot.
Do you have a favorite word in Spanish?
It's kind of a Colombian word. It's chichipato. I don't know if everyone uses it, but it's a word to say someone's cheap. So I like to tell, my sister is a lot of times, she doesn't like to pay for things, so I'll say, no seas chichipata. And it's kind of funny how it sounds too.
I think my favorite memory was we did a project in November on Hispanic Heritage Month, and we actually were able to go on Google Slides and select a person that we wanted to do a project on, and then we learned how to make QR codes to access like recordings that we made of ourselves talking about that person or reading a report that we wrote. And then we spent pretty much the whole class going around and listening to other people's recordings, and I actually learned a lot about different people.
We salute Ms. Handsome for being an engaging and dynamic teacher for her Spanish students. I'm Vonik Noyan reporting for NDTV.
We wanted to remind you that Film Club is hosting a special online workshop with costume designers and makeup artists tomorrow online. If you would like to attend, please email ndfilmclub@ndhs.org for the Zoom link.
Well, Knights, that's been our show for this week. I'm Ollie Chelsom.
And I'm Roman Garcia. Knights, have a safe weekend.